Hi guys, and welcome back to Master Performance channel. Today on a special night. This is video number 20 and I'm at my Lamborghini Sevenoaks dealership where I'm a long-term customer. I have got the Skittles collection with me. You can see all the Performantes. These are Performante spiders at the front in like green, red, blue, orange, or whatever colors. And you have got the normal Performantes here. I just wanted to show you that. In the middle you have got an Aventador S, 700 brake horsepower. But there's nothing special because in there is a blue LP740 Aventador Roadster. That's like the new one, the facelifted one. Tonight is a very unique night. You know why? Because they have got the Evo, the Huracan Evo Spider is here. After the Huracan Evo Coupe comes the Spider, of course. It's like a natural selection. But the thing is, I'm not very impressed because it's, you know what they've done? They have taken the Performante engine, put it in the Evo, and just changed a little bit the interface and the face. But it's not a brand new car. It's not like a 992 Turbo and 992 Turbo S they're coming by the end of this year. So it's not like a fundamentally new car. It's just a slightly updated car. It's like pancakes, changing the recipe a little bit, you know, and trying to sell them as new pancakes or something. Why don't you just throw them away? Don't call them pancakes anymore. Call them, like, for example, cakes or just round cakes. Make it more different. So guys, let me show you a couple of them. Out of the whole collection here, this is probably the only one that I really like, and this is a Performante in a special order color. But this one is already sold to a customer. And this might be like a 350,000 pound car. But the thing is, I feel like after the Performante business, and so many people I know and friends that I have bought the Performante. Now they're putting Performante engine in the Huracan Evo and say this is just a facelifted car. You know what the problem is? A lot of collectors bought Performantes because they felt the Performante is going up in value, but the Performante is not going up in value, it's dropping in value. It's dropping in value. It's like people will lose millions of pounds. You know, that guy who bought 10 of them and the other guy who bought another 10, you know how much they're each gonna lose? They're each gonna lose at least $1 million now. $1 million on the car collection. It's unbelievable. I mean, what's the difference? It's like, you know, this is the previous one, but you can see slight changes only. On the new one, you can see this is the Roadster over there, and you have seen it looks a little bit more sharper. So the thing is, okay, it's got 40 brake horsepower more, but it's not a fundamental new car. The thing is, in the supercar game, you have to design a new car all the time because you can't just facelift it. It has to be a fundamental new car. I'm not necessarily happy with Lamborghini because I've been a long-term customer of Lamborghini, but I'm considering maybe sooner or later to update anyway and to upgrade. It's just a matter of time. And let me show you inside of the dealership because obviously you want to see something special. This is Aventador S. Can you see it? That's the doors. And this is the Huracan Evo Spider. This is the new one. Yeah, this is the new one. And this is supposed to be, this is the upgraded car. And they have changed a few things. You can see it's got a new face, slightly sharper face, but it still reminds me of the old one. It's not like a fundamental change. It's not like a 992 Carrera. Let me show you a few things. They have the new interface. You can see there a center console. This is more like a McLaren. It's like a McLaren 540, 570, 720. This is like very McLaren style because maybe they were looking at McLaren and put that idea in there. And you can see there a little bit of digital cockpit there, a little bit of better plastics there. But you know what the problem is compared to the facelifted R8? The facelifted R8 has got the digital cockpit there. Because the problem is, when you drive, you can get distracted. You can't look into the center console all the time. Especially at high speed, and I know from experience, you have to be able to see the road. So it's very important you see something from the car. So this is the car, and with the new interface, like still the indicators are there. Still cheap plastics on the car. Let me close the door. This is where the roof is hidden, and these are the other lights. Now it's got the back of the Performante. So my concern is, now it looks slightly Performante. It's like a Performante without the spoiler. I think this is a very unacceptable design because I feel you can't leave Performante the Performante, and then make this car look like a cheaper version of the Performante. The problem is it's very confusing. I feel it's not necessarily the best possible car you can buy. I'm looking forward to the 992. But that is another thing. That is another thing to discuss at another time. May I show you a couple of more cars? I want to show you something from someone who owns in the collection. You can see there the LP740. This is the LP740, and you can see that this is in a special blue color, and this is the Aventador LP740 Roadster. You can see, okay, you know they have put in now a higher up center located navigation system. The problem that exists is still, if you look at the Audi, it's directly in your face. If you look at the AMG, it's directly in your face. The problem is even in a 992, it's directly in your face, because the thing is when you drive, especially at high speed, it needs to be focused on your eyes. You need to be able to see something. It's like I'm wearing my expensive glasses, I need to see something. So let me show you the V12. It's got 40 brake horsepower more. This is the naturally aspirated V12 engine. And the thing is, obviously it delivers more power now and more torque, but the thing is, it's just an updated car. It's not a fundamentally brand new car. And maybe people will say, oh, why is that, why is that? That is a question for engineers to answer. That's a question for people to answer. And the thing is, if you have a look here, this is the interior. This is the interior. This is a baby blue one. God knows what the color is, but it's one of the first ones in the UK available. But the only thing is, it's still not going to be like a 720S, a completely new model, and something that is on another level. The thing is, in the supercar game, where money matters, where money talks, things have to fundamentally move forward, quantum leaps. And this, at such a level, you can't just do a facelift and expect people to pay 20,000-30,000 more. You have to make it a fundamental change. You have to fundamentally redesign, fundamentally re-engineer. You have to do it like Porsche. No offense to Lamborghini, but Porsche has redesigned from scratch the 992. There's photographic evidence, there's written evidence to prove that the car is designed from scratch. In this game, you have to design from scratch. Otherwise, it's not a quantum leap forward. It's just a step forward and a step backwards. We have seen it. I think the Evo is a step forward and backwards at the same time. I think it's very, very confusing. And I think only certain newly rich people would buy it. Not necessarily experienced people like me or my business partner. They wouldn't buy it because we have got the experience with the cars already. So I think Mr. Brown would agree with me. Mr. Brown wouldn't get his checkbook out and waste his money on this. He would wait for the 992. I wait for the 992 myself. I think the thing is for us to trade in our Hurricanes. It has come the time. By the end of the year, it's finished. Bye-bye Hurricane. I don't think I'm going to go for another Lamborghini for a long time. Let me show you something from the Can you see this beautiful, beautiful Marcelo designed car? This beautiful, beautiful Diablo. The Diablo is something special. I remember from my childhood, my father bought me a book about Lamborghini, and the Diablo was one of the greatest cars ever made. And they had the Diablo in the book, and this is the original Diablo. This is a future classic. Some people say this is worth now 600,000. I would say on the international market it is about 650 if you find the right buyer on the international market. These cars are not only limited to one market, they are for the worldwide audience. I know car collectors in Japan, they will pay 700,000 for this because there is none in Japan available. And the collectors who have, like Mr. Hirotaki, who has got a massive collection in Tokyo, he's a billionaire, they have got, of course, them in the collection. But the thing is, if you're not Mr. Hirotaki, what are you going to do? You have to get it from somewhere else. So you have to look around the world, and this is how it is. This is the Diablo, and it's a limited edition. This is a future classic. This will be a future classic, and you can see this is one of the legendary engines. This is before mass production was even introduced. This was a time when Lamborghini was Lamborghini, where it was a small company making highly expensive hand-built supercars. That was the time. That was the time. Unfortunately, Audi's management changed a lot of things. The introduction of technology from Germany into Italy means the car became more German and Italian, and then obviously they wanted to make money from it, so they made major changes. They introduced a bigger production volume because they wanted to sell and make money. But it has a negative effect upon the customer status, because the thing is, your cars will depreciate, only very few cars will appreciate, and the thing is, you look at Ferrari or Porsche collectors, their cars go up in value consistently because they have got certain history. The thing is, a Lamborghini will never be a Ferrari or never be a Porsche. The greatest supercars have already been established in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. You can't go back in time and say, I want to make it like in the 60s and 70s. Times move on. Now, I think Lamborghini is behind. I think they're behind McLaren now. You look at the top, for me now, it's Ferrari and Porsche. Ferrari and Porsche are market-leading companies. and they have changed so much. They have changed so much, and I would like to show you the interior because it would be disrespectful for me not to show you the interior. This is old school. You look at the gear shifter. This is all old school. This is all old school. This is how driving used to be. You don't have all, and nowadays on the new one, on the new Evo, on the new Aventador, you know what they've introduced? They introduced a single clutch again, like decades ago. You remember like 10-15 years ago, single clutch, and then it was double clutch. Now they realized that the single clutch, it makes it more of an original driving feel. Because the thing is, people started to think again about driving feel. Driving is about feeling speed, enjoying the performance of the car. You need to feel it. And the thing is, if the car is not original in terms of feeling, then why on earth buy it? Why on earth buy it? You buy it because to show, oh, I have a Lamborghini, I have a Ferrari. But the thing is, for business people like me or my business partners, we buy cars or we lease cars, they have got some certain meaning to us. And they have got some established facts. It's not just buying something. This is like an iPhone. When the next iPhone comes out, whenever that happens, this is like an iPhone. People buy it because it's like some sort of fashionable thing. But I believe you should not buy a car like an iPhone. If you spend 200, 300, 400, 500,000, whatever, you should buy a car because it's got some sort of meaning. That's why you should buy the car. You shouldn't buy it because it's some sort of fashion necessary. For me, it's not about fashionability anymore. For me, it's about meaning. It's I want to spend my money on something that has meaning, that has value, that has history, that is established. Not something that is half and half. I want the full program. I don't want the half program. I don't tolerate cars in my collection which are worth nothing. I want something that makes me feel like I have something that I have earned through hard work. Not something that's going to depreciate 100,000 there, 100,000 there, and then you think, oh my God, I've got a supercar. The thing is, when we were children, it was different. In the modern world, as adults, we want performance car to deliver on results. And that's why, for me, a 992 is unbelievable number one now. Because it's a fundamentally new car. One of my neighbors has got a 992 4S in white, if you pay. He used to have a McLaren 570, now he's got a 992. The game changes. That's why people buy these cars, because it's a new level. You want to see changes. You don't want to see changes. If you look at this, let me show you something. You see on the new Evo, look at the Performante. Look at the Performante. It's got Performante exhaust. It's got it doesn't have a Performante active spoiler, but it's got a Performante exhaust. So basically, what is this supposed to be? You know what the problem is? If you have a Performante and you put the Evo next to it, it looks like someone cut off the spoiler of a Performante and sold you a Performante without the spoiler. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know what they sold you? They sold you a fucking half car. You know what I mean? You know, you pay for a pancake, they cut it in half, they give you a pancake without chocolate toppings or something. They give you rubbish. It's like the same sort of thing. They sell you a pair of shoes without the left shoe. They sold you only one shoe for 200 pounds instead of selling you two shoes. Have you ever seen someone buying one shoe instead of buying two shoes? That's what it is. It's what you know what a Huracan Evo is. A Huracan Evo is like buying only one shoe and walking around barefooted on one side. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. This is supposed to be two shoes. You see the blue one? Blue one. That's two shoes. But you see the green ugly one over there, which I think is a pretty shit car. And it's like buying one shoe only. What should I do with one shoe? I need to have two shoes. I need to have the left side covered and the right side covered. And I think it would be very bad not to have that, guys. I mean, it's like I think Lamborghini has made a mistake with the Huracan Evo. I think it's a general national embarrassment to design a car without the spoiler. Selling basically a Performante without the spoiler, making basically a Huracan half Evo and half Performante. What is the point? What is the point? It's very, very confusing. When you buy a car, you want to buy a full performance car. You don't want to buy something that doesn't know what it is. It doesn't know what it is. It's not a quantum leap up. It's the same with this. It's just small design changes, and they don't make much of a difference. You still get confused that this is an LP700 or 7S or Super Veloce. But the problem is they're selling you cars which are basically half and half. It's not, guys, I appreciate that. Please start thinking about that, because here at the Marcel Performance channel, we offer the truth. Even if you have to wait a little bit, we only offer the truth to our clients. Please subscribe to my channel. Please love my channel. I'm so sorry for the delay. This is video number 20. We're celebrating a big night tonight. So please like my videos, because this is number 20 and I'm very, very proud of it. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, my viewers. I'm sorry for the delay, but I'm wishing you wonderful. Subscribe. Love you guys. Cheers and goodbye. Thank you.